If I'm able to break this, I'd be really surprised.
Hi, I'm Michaela.
Hi, Michaela. I'm Angel.
My name is Blendon. My name is Evan.
Evan, I'm Angel. It's nice to meet you.
Your dress is so pretty.
Thank you. So is yours.
Thanks. Is this what you wear to work?
Yes, most of the time I wear something very similar to this.
So are you famous?
No.
Oh.
Are you a princess?
Do I look like a princess?
Yes, but you don't remind me of that.
Okay.
And
Well,
I'm Tiana. But
kind of Tiana. Okay. Do you guys want to see what I do?
Yes.
Do you like loud noises?
No.
No? Okay. Well, I'll try not to be too loud, okay? So what I do for a living is I go...
Are you a professional singer?
Yes, I am. I'm an opera singer.
I love your singing voice.
Thank you so much. That is very nice. Thank you.
Can you please show me some more?
Sure. Do you want to do some scales?
Wait, am I singing too?
Yeah. Bravo, that was awesome. Yeah.
When did you know that you were going to be an opera singer?
4 years old when I wanted to become an opera singer.
Wow.
And I started singing and taking voice lessons when I was 6.
That's how old I am.
That's
Yeah.
great. That's a perfect age to start singing.
Did you have to go to school to be an opera singer?
Yes, I did. Started studying voice with my dad. He was my very first voice teacher. And then I have a master's of music degree in opera performance from UCLA.
What's the highest note you can hit?
Probably a high G flat. What about you? What's the highest note that you can sing? That's good. Do you like to sing?
Yeah, I sing every day.
You do? Can you sing?
Yeah.
Oh, can you sing for me?
Ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby.
'Cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough.
So fun fact about Angel that you guys don't know, she's performed all over the world.
New York?
I've been to New York.
Turkey?
I've been to Turkey. I've sung in Istanbul and
What is that
another-
place?
Turkey's Turkey's really far.
California?
I've been to California a lot.
China?
Been to China,
Vegas?
of course. I love Vegas.
Me too.
Yeah.
How many languages do you know?
I can speak 2 languages fluently, and I can understand 5 languages. Only English and Spanish I can speak.
Oh.
But
Not Italian? Because
I
a lot
can-
of operas are Italian.
This is great. This is great. It's my kind of girl. Yes. Most of the opera that's really popular is in Italian.
Sing something in Thailand.
Do you want to keep going?
Yeah.
Sempre lieta nei ritrovi.
How do you project your voice so loud without any amplifiers?
The most important thing when I sing is to be supported on my breath and a lot of practicing.
Does your voice ever get tired?
I don't know that it's my voice that's really tired because I don't ever feel tired in my throat. Where I get tired is my body just gets really tired because it's almost, in a way, it's almost like doing a sport.
You want to try
Try what?
to shatter this wine glass?
Oh my gosh.
I gotta get protection.
So I should just sing as loud as I can? Probably loud and high.
Hold it tight.
Okay, let's see. If I'm able to break this, I'd be really surprised. Nope.
No, that was so cool.
Do boys do opera?
A lot of boys do opera.
Do they wear what you wear?
No, no, they don't wear what I wear.
The thing on your head kind of makes me think that your hair's a wig.
My hair is a wig. All of this is what I would wear on stage if I were singing. So this is a wig.
Can you show us your real hair?
I would love to show you my real hair, but it's tucked away pretty tight right now, so I can't take it off.
You ever get nervous?
Every single time I have to sing, I get nervous.
I think I always get nervous when I get to sing.
That's good, though. That means that you care. You want to do a good job, huh? Yeah? Yeah, me too.
I know that many opera singers do not make it. What made you stand out to everybody, you know? Because you can study at the best school, you could get the best grades, but still not be a professional.
That's really
opera.
true. You know, oh, wow. Excuse me. I really don't know. I know I work really hard at what I do. I love to sing. I don't know. I'm just myself. I'm just Angel. That's all I can.
Yeah.
That's all I can do. That's all I can be. I'm very, very, very lucky.
Yeah, thank you. That was a very, very good response.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect.
It was nice to meet you. Goodbye.
It was not.
So what we just saw, everybody, is an actual opera singer. Last time we learned about opera, and you'll remember it's hundreds of years old. And it's one of the first forms of musical theater that we learned about. This is an actual opera singer, and we got to hear her sing a lot. So why don't we review a little bit and take a look. So here we are in the United States. Remember, we're over here in California, up in the foothills. Now, opera was started in Italy, and then it spread all across Europe. Remember, hundreds of years ago that we talked about before. Got very, very popular. And that was our form of musical theater for a very long time. In fact, it's all the way until just 80 years ago that we're going to talk about where musical theater starts to change a little bit, and it happened right here in the United States. And the people who kind of shifted everything and are very famous because of that are they were two men, these two, that they sorry, I'm pulling up my notes here, guys. There we go. We have Richard Rodgers and Oscar Hammerstein. And as a duo, they composed a lot of musicals that became famous, and kind of it's considered the golden age of musical theater. So their first one was Oklahoma, but they also composed Carousel, South Pacific, The King and I, and The Sound of Music. And I bet a lot of you have either heard of or seen The Sound of Music, probably their most famous one, as well as Cinderella, which is, everybody knows the story of Cinderella, but they did it on stage. So these two composed all these musicals, and you're going to see a couple of them in a second. You're going to notice there is a lot of similarities between that and opera. So why don't we switch over to their first musical that they wrote, got them famous, Oklahoma, and this is a modern version of it. This was done in 2017, just 3 years ago. Whereas they first wrote Oklahoma back in the 1940s, 80 years ago. So you'll have to imagine it's a little bit different. This is a much bigger theater than the first showing of Oklahoma would have been. And usually we have our orchestra down in the pit, and we saw that last time. It's a little sunken area underneath the stage, usually in front of it, where the orchestra is. But this one, they're going to perform in front of the orchestra because people wanted to see the orchestra play. So let's take a look. It'll kind of be like last time where we got to watch an opera start. And here's the beginning of Oklahoma.
John Wilson, who first conducted this work when he was 14 years old. Can you believe it? There he is. Enormously popular figure here at the proms. So, to conduct this newly edited, reconstructed score of the original Broadway version of Oklahoma.
So what we're watching right now is called the overture. And the overture happens before the play even starts. It's the orchestra, it's kind of the orchestra's time to be the center of attention, because for the rest of the thing, it's all about our actors and singers, and the orchestra is just providing the music. Kind of imagine when you go to a movie next time you watch a movie, listen to all the music in the background. The music in the background is not the focus of the movie. It's there to provide support for the actors. So after the overture is over, the orchestra is no longer the focus, and we're going to watch our story instead. But until then, the orchestra is playing the overture, like I said. And the overture is like a big old mashup of all the songs in the play. So if there's like 10 songs in the play, it's going to be one gigantic long song of all 10 of them combined into one cool song. So since it's so long, I'm actually going to skip forward a little bit and get to where the actors come on stage. I think we're getting close here. So here's near the end of the overture. The orchestra is going to go, okay, time for the actors to come on stage. We're going to be the backup music from now on.
There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. All the cattle are standing like statues. All the cattle are standing like statues. They don't turn their heads as they see me ride by. But a little brown maverick is winking her eye. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Hi, Anneller.
Scare me to death! What are you doing round here?
Well, I come a-singing to you. All the sounds of the earth are like music. All the sounds of the earth are like music. The breeze is so busy, it don't miss a tree. And an old weeping willow, he's laughing at me.
So one of the cool things that Rodgers and Hammerstein did was they took they took novels, that's books, that were already famous, and then wrote them as musicals. So they'd take the story and then maybe change it a teeny bit, but they would add those singing numbers, they'd add the orchestra parts all in the background. So they turned in very good stories from books and then turn them into these musicals where it has these singing numbers and all the music and the singing and the acting and the dancing, all three in one show. Speaking of acting and singing, why don't we move on to our next activity? Welcome back, students, and let's welcome back Mrs. Dooley.
Hi, everyone.
We're going to do some more theater stuff and some more music stuff. Musical theater. We get to combine them today. We're going to do a warm-up game called Duck, Duck, Cluck. And it's a lot like Duck, Duck, Goose. So in a normal game, we'd have a circle of people, like Duck, Duck, Goose. And then somebody's it, and they go around the circle. Just like Duck, Duck, Goose. They walk. And we all sing this. We say duck, duck, but it sounds duck, 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 duck. Back and forth till they pick somebody. And then we say cluck, duck, duck, cluck. So it'd sound like this. Mrs. Dooley will be the one person in the circle. We usually go in a circle, but since there's two people, it'll look like this. We'll sing duck, 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 cluck. And I'd pick somebody since Mrs. Dooley's the only one here.
It's me.
She's the one. Now the person who's it gets to pick a word to rhyme with. Well, what's a rhyme? A rhyme, well, why don't we do examples instead? Why don't we rhyme cat? We'll go back and forth. What rhymes with cat? A cat, or something that rhymes with cat, sounds like the word cat. So cat.
Hat.
Bat.
Sat.
Mat.
Brat.
Pat. So the person who gets chosen gets to go as many rhymes as they can think of. So we just came up with 6 or so. And then we move on once the person runs out. And then it's the next person's turn who got chosen. So it's going to be between me and Mrs. Dooley. But in the circle group, it would be everybody gets a turn as we go around the circle. So let's try it again. Ready? And duck, 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 cluck. Your word is shirt.
Shirt. Skirt. Dirt. Flirt. Pert. It's a brand of shampoo. Does that
There
count?
we go. I think Mrs. Dooley named all the ones she's got. So now it's her turn. I'm going to go around the circle. Duck, 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 cluck.
Your word is bike.
Bike. Bike. Hike. Trike. Mike. I think I'm out. We'll do one more. It'll be Mrs. Dooley's, or my turn this time. Duck, 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 cluck. Boot.
Boot. Oh my goodness. Loot. Toot. Hoot. Suit. Root. Woot. I think I'm out.
Lots of words there. That's our warm-up, and we learned about rhyming, and that's going to help us out a lot in this next song. We're going to replace some words and then add in some rhyming words, and it's to a Rodgers and Hammerstein song, probably one of their more famous ones. It's from The Sound of Music, and those of you that know The Sound of Music just got excited because it's an excellent movie, and it's the song Favorite Things. These are a few of my favorite things. So,
One of my favorite songs.
why don't we switch over there and do our activity today? All right. So, the song, These Are a Few of My Favorite Things, or My Favorite Things, is in The Sound of Music. It's a Rodgers and Hammerstein song. Here's what it sounds like. I'm going to do my best to sing it for you. Sounds: raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Oop, wrong chord. There it is. And what we're going to do is we're going to replace some words and then add some more words that rhyme with them. So the first one is raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens and bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens. We're going to take out kittens and add in a new word and then rhyme the next one where mittens is. And I had Mrs. Dooley pick 4 random words right here. And the first one is bunnies. So instead of raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, it's going to be bunnies. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on bunnies. So that means we need to figure out something that rhymes with bunnies. So it'd be bright copper kettles and warm woolen and something that rhymes with bunnies. Mrs. Dooley, what's something that rhymes with bunnies?
Something that rhymes with bunnies.
And you guys can think about what might rhyme with bunnies right now, too.
Monies.
Monies. Why don't we write that in so we can remember? So now it's going to be raindrops on roses and whiskers on bunnies. Bright copper kettles and warm woolen monies. As if money was made out of wool. Mrs. Dooley's going to hold it up. If you'd like to sing along, you sure can. Ready, sing.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on bunnies.
Bunnies. Bright copper kettles and warm woolen monies. All right. Next part we have brown paper packages tied up with string. These are a few of my favorite things. So we're going to take out string and we're going to take out things. So we're going to add in camels. Camels? Mrs. Dooley, what were you thinking when you were saying these words? So we're going to have brown paper packages tied up with camels. These are a few of my favorite. Something that rhymes with camels. What should it be? What do you think, Mrs. Dooley?
I was going to ask you, Mr. Dooley.
Me? I think it should be animals. So
Camels,
we have
animals. Okay.
So we have brown paper packages tied up with camels. These are a few of my favorite animals. I think it's going to sound cool. There we go. We're going to go camels and then animals. 1, 2, ready, sing. Brown paper packages tied up with camels. What's camels? These are a few of my favorite animals. All right, let's do some more. We have cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles. Schnitzel? What's schnitzel?
Schnitzel is delicious.
Ooh.
I
What is
had
it?
it when I was in Austria. Schnitzel is one of their delicacies. It's like a breaded fried meat. It's usually like chicken, but sometimes it can be other types of meat, and it's pounded, so it's really tender and really thin, and it's breaded. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
So
and
we're
it's
going
really
to
good
take
with
out
noodles too.
strudels and noodles. So instead of strudels, we're going to have pillows. So we have cream-colored ponies and crisp apple pillows. Doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with, something that rhymes with pillows. What do you think, Mrs. Dooley?
About willows.
Willows, like the tree. Let's try it. So we're going to sing cream-colored ponies and crisp apple pillows. Doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with willows. Let's try it.
Okay, here we go.
Ready, sing. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple pillows. Doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with willows. Last one, we have wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. my favorite things. We're going to get rid of
Wings.
wings and replace it with chairs. So we need to rhyme something with chairs. So, wild geese that fly with the moon on their
Chairs.
These are a few of my favorite bears.
Bears.
Bears, chairs, and bears rhyme. But I can also think of some stuff, maybe stairs or mares. Mares are girl horses. So we had a couple options, but I want to say bears. I like bears.
Hares.
Or hares, like what I don't have. Here we go.
I have too much.
Ready? Wild geese. Wild geese that fly with the moon on their chairs. These are a few of my favorite bears. That's so silly. That ended up. All
Should
right.
we sing the whole song?
We can, yeah. Here we go. 2. Raindrops on roses. Raindrops on roses on whiskers on bunnies. Bright copper kettles and warm woolen monies. Brown paper packages tied up with camels. These are a few of my favorite mammals. Oh, animals. I thought mammals. I guess that would work too. Ready? And cream-colored ponies and crisp apple pillows. Doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with willows. Wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings.
Chairs.
These are a few of my favorite bears. Why don't we get back to learning about some more musical theater? All right, guys, welcome back. Why don't we close out our lesson with watching one more Rodgers and Hammerstein bit of their musical, Cinderella. And we're going to see all 3 parts that go into musical theater. We're going to see singing, we're going to see dancing, and we're going to see acting, all on one stage, one very big stage. And there we go. There's the pit orchestra again, all the audience. Let's take a look at Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella.
In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. On the wing of my fancy, I can fly anywhere, and the world will open its arms to me. Oh, crazy Marie, I am being foolish. Then let's be foolish together. What shall we dream of? An invitation to the ball, I guess. Right here. What else would you dream of? White gown, I imagine, and on your feet, an entire pair of shoes made only of Venetian glass. You are crazy, Marie. Why, in order to do that, you'd have to be a fairy godmother. Marie! But you are a crazy woman. What are you doing in that beautiful gown? You'd be surprised how many beautiful gowns have crazy women in them. And now, dear Ella, it's time to make all your dreams come true. The impossible. 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 For the world is full of zanies and fools.
in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the sky. I like it so well, so well. I like it so well, so I may never come down
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed our second lesson on musical theater. We're in Rodgers and Hammerstein 80 years ago. And I'm pretty excited about the next one that we get to talk about, because we'll talk about musicals that are happening, in the last 10 years or so. So we'll get to talk about modern musicals to close out our unit on musical theater. So I will see you for the next one.